On January 6, 2021, Washington, D.C. was a city on the brink. The streets buzzed with a growing throng, a sea of people who believed they were summoned for a cause, answering the call of a man who understood the sheer power of his words. That man was Donald Trump, still holding the reins of the Oval Office. He didn't just ask his supporters to come to the nation's capital, he promised them a wild protest. And come they did, eager and prepared to carry out his every command. In the midst of this crowd was Kennedy Lindsay, a woman from California who had journeyed across the country, not just with resolve, but with a sword, a steel whip, and other weapons at her side. Lindsay wasn't just another face in the crowd, she was a true believer, someone who had taken Trump's call to heart. She had purchased plane tickets, not just for herself but for another woman, both of them drawn to Washington by Trump's incendiary rhetoric. When she arrived, she wasn't there to merely observe. She was front and center at Trump's Stop the Steal rally, where he stood before the masses, his words sharp and deliberate. He told them the election had been stolen, that their voices were the only force that could right this wrong. He painted a picture of a nation on the brink of collapse, a democracy slipping away, and with those words, he pointed them toward the Capitol. Lindsay, like so many others, was electrified by Trump's message. The idea of taking action, of becoming a part of history, coursed through the crowd like wildfire. The mob moved as one, with a singular, dangerous purpose. Lindsay and her companion were so determined that they rode to the Capitol on the back of a golf cart, the urgency of their mission apparent in every breath. "Everyone is storming the building, folks," Lindsay declared in a self-recorded video, her voice brimming with zeal. "We must do this as patriots, it says so in the Constitution." As they neared the Capitol, the atmosphere crackled with tension. Lindsay, dressed in a red Make America Great Again hat and a tactical vest, didn't hesitate for a second. She leaped through a broken window, weapons in hand, diving straight into the heart of American democracy. The scene was chaotic, smoke, shouting, the crush of bodies. But beneath it all, there was a chilling order. Trump had given the directive, and his followers, Lindsay included, were executing it to the letter. Even as she charged into the building, Lindsay echoed Trump's sentiments, her voice ringing out with the same defiant tone. "It's we the people who rule, not them." But this wasn't the voice of democracy. It was the voice of manipulation, of a leader who knew how to bend a crowd to his will, to transform their fears and frustrations into raw, unchecked power. Lindsay and the others were not acting of their own accord. They were mere extensions of Trump's will, each footstep inside the Capitol a testament to the control he exerted over them. This wasn't the roar of the people. It was the amplified command of one man, multiplied by the thousands who followed him. In the aftermath, as the dust settled, the true peril of that day became clear. The nation had been pushed to the brink, its democracy hanging by a thread. For democracy is not guaranteed, it is delicate, requiring constant care and unwavering respect for the rule of law. It can be twisted and distorted by those who seek to wield it as a tool for their own ends. And when that happens, when a crowd becomes a weapon in the hands of a cunning leader, democracy teeters dangerously on the edge of collapse. This news update is provided by immigration attorney Moses Apsan. With over 40 years of experience, he can help you and your family with any immigration matter. Call 888-460-4600 for a consultation or a second opinion.